And then any thoughts on the cricket side, Elliot?
Yeah. Well, for the CO2 for crickets, they're actually less than both chicken and beef. So I looked at two scenarios here. One where I substituted the chicken portion of our baseline diet out with crickets.
And
And
if you don't know what Elliot is talking about, then you got to check out the previous episode. There's going to be a link in the description.
absolutely check it
The
out.
chicken diet as the baseline diet. But, sorry, go on, Elliot.
Yeah. So essentially, for the mixed baseline scenario, we see that the CO2 is a little bit less for crickets. The data for CO2 footprint for crickets is limited. There still needs to be a lot more research done in this area. So, but there was one really good source I found where this researcher did a life cycle analysis of cricket production in Thailand that seemed quite thorough. And along with, there's some rudimentary statements on websites that are promoting their cricket bars and cricket powder and stuff like that. But
Yeah. Have you tried any of those cricket bars?
I haven't.
Okay.
Have you?
Only cricket chocolates, actually. Not any protein bars. So
Yeah.
I'll definitely have to give that a try when I come across those.
Yeah, same. I am curious now doing this research for sure. But what we're seeing here for the CO2 footprint is about 4.7 kilograms of CO2 per day per person if you were to do 100% of your calorie, or if you were to meet 100% of your calorie needs through the consumption of crickets.
So I think that's pretty interesting because it kind of highlights that all of the more or less the diets that we've looked at have been, plus or minus within the same range of CO2 emissions, except for the carnivore diet. You really see that one as just being significantly greater than the others, where we have for the vegetarian or vegan, we have 4.2, cricket around 4.7. Our chicken baseline around 5.6, and our carnivore just jumps up to 31. So yeah, it really again highlights how it almost doesn't matter how you're doing it, but as long as you're not consuming too much beef, like that's really I guess what I'm kind of getting at from the data that we've been collecting so far.